Alrighty then, now that we're done chatting it up and getting on with our lives, let's go ahead and swap the difficulty up to hard and get started on the third Cybern campaign mission. Of course, the briefing is waiting on the other side of the loading screen. We'll have to kind of tool along here for a minute before we get to that. Loading times, you are a universal curse across the face of gaming. Here we go.
The gate to the eco-synthesizer appears occupied.
Indeed. There are 5 commanders in the area, and 2 appear to be former classmates of yours. A Dominic Maddox and a Thalia Kale. And if the intel
Oh my goodness, they're all schoolmates.
both are wanted for treason.
It's like the opening of a bad anime.
This is Ivan Brackman.
Just less
This
boobs.
is my old roommate. Long time no see. Sure could use your help.
What do you need from me?
The Guardians have been sending waves of armies at us to try to secure the gate. One of them made it through.
So did Gage.
I know all about Commander Gage.
We can't hold them off much longer.
The commander nearest your position drew the short straw and is isolated from his fellow thugs. He's a prime target.
Dom and I can hold off the other commanders for now.
Be careful.
Holy crap, that's a lot of
If my
reclaim.
data is accurate, the Guardian ACUs are piloted by common criminals. But we need to get to Seraphim 7 quickly.
Wonderful.
Alright, so we need to establish all of our mass points. We need to get some power online. We do have a few units, so that's good. We're going to be able to defend ourselves against this first little rush here, and then the next thing on our agenda definitely needs to be power, because we are going to be short on power if we're not careful. You go over here, get some mass, and we have 18 freaking research points. Holy crap, that's a lot. What do we want to get? We probably want to tank up our ACU, because the ACU can be quite brutally effective as a combat unit. We're going to go ahead. We've got a bunch of engineers in the back here. We're going to build a few more. I'm not actually going to repeat that. We're going to put you out there and patrol to get some mass in. And you, my lovely little command unit, you are going to come out here and wipe the floor with all of these little frustrating
The
units.
ugly one.
Be more specific.
Alright, we need some of those. And come over here, we need to build some research, because we're going to have to research a crap ton of stuff. And I did not get overcharged, did I? No, I did not. So I don't really want to go Rambo it quite yet, but I will keep my ACU out on that side. Let's go ahead and patrol here. The other thing that I should probably do is research... I should probably research megaliths as quickly as I can, because megaliths are going to be the backbone of my army, I feel like, unless of course they felt like giving me bomb bouncers. I would love to build some bomb bouncers. See, we got megalith, we've got speed reducing armor. Interesting. Increases health and reduces movement speed for a set period. Okay then. No bomb bouncer as of yet. I think these are Cybranosaurus Rex and Bomb Bouncer over here. So under structures, we've got the long-range artillery, which we might use to break up some of that stuff. We've got nukes,
We have
and no other big things. Got just about all the ACU upgrades. And on air, we have the Giant Transport and the Soul Ripper available to us. I think we're going to go for land-based stuff, at least at this particular moment. And yeah, just gonna save up mass, save up power, and in general do everything that we can to get prepared for when we start spamming the ever-living hell out of megaliths. We're gonna make a few more P-gens up there. Ooh, one thing I didn't check for. On structures, doobie-doobie-doo, I think, yes, mass conversion. Oh, my day has been made. We're going to be able to use mass conversion on the third to the last mission instead of having to wait till the last mission. I could not be happier. So we're going to take you and we're just going to start building a buttload of P-gens, because we are going to manufacture all the mass in the world that we could ever possibly want, and that is going to feed our megalith addiction. Probably we can sustain a Soul Ripper addiction as well, with the amount of eco that I'm going to be able to pull from these. All right, so you go back here. We're going to build some P-gens over that way. Good, good, good. And research is ticking upwards very, very quickly. Let's see, where are we going towards Megalith here? We need... Should I go for the Megalith first, or should I go for the income first? I have plenty of income at the moment, so I'm going to go for the Megalith first, because I'll probably be able to build 2 or 3 units without the need of the mass conversion. So, let's see, we've got this. I should probably reduce my structure cost. Build time reduction, build cost reduction, and we'll go for the others momentarily. You're not supposed to be up here on my ACU. What you doing?
Commander under attack.
And why do you shoot at different units the entire time? That is very, very strange. Whatever, though. We'll get it all worked out. Alright, land. We need 10 points. 10 points to the Megalith, and then we can start building gantries and
Do
whatnot.
either of you have any idea why these Guardian commanders are no longer in prison?
I might be responsible for that.
Should we be aware of any other crimes you've committed?
It's because of your poor life choices, idiot.
But remind us again how this gate became so accessible to everyone.
Stop it, both of you.
Alright. The Cybran being the morally upright one. Since when is that a thing? Okay, we've got a buttload of research stations now, so we will probably be able to outpace our need for points momentarily. Just grinding away on those first few is a pain. Alright, I don't see a whole lot of air units. There's a few fighter bombers out here, but nothing seriously major. So let's actually build, come down here. Let's build 2 land factories and just spam anti-air units for now, and we'll fully develop the land tree and then start delving into the air tree if we have time and haven't won the game already. So we're gonna go for adapters on repeat out to the front. You need to get out there and kill those sons of guns, bud. Alright, so that is a thing. We're going to stop you, and we're actually going to build the other NG, because build time is more of a factor than economy is at the moment. Alright, we got 8 income, so let's grab that Megalith, and then we can start ripping through all the other upgrades in just a memento. Where do we want to set up our gantries? We probably want to set up our gantries right over here, I would think. Let's go 1 and the 2 and the 3. Should work. We're gonna scale up this production big time. Alright, we need, where is, let's see. We need you, and then we need another 6 points, and we'll be able to do conversion. And I think that's all we're gonna need. Other than, of course, more power. Because power is love and power is life, and that is all that we should care about. Okay. Mr. Gantry, I need you to make all of the megaliths that you possibly can, as quickly as you can. Already got adapters coming out there. We're going to build adapters there as well. Out to the front. Thank you. What the hell? Do these actually have... They've got mobile shield, anti-air, and anti-missile. They do not, in fact, have any form of actual combat weaponry. So that's... It's not the best thing ever, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. Okay, 1 gantry down.
On the battlefield. It is worth noting that these are powerful units.
I got it.
No duh. Alright, we're going to build a gantry with the ACU. Because it's going to build way quicker. Megalith.
It's just like old times, eh, Ivan?
I don't recall being fired on by ex-cons during our academy days.
That's a little harsh. And you go, Megalith. Okay, so as soon as the first Megalith comes out, we can go ahead and wreck that base, and then we'll be able to move on to all of this mess on the other side. That may be where some handy dandy air units come in, because I'm thinking that it might take a while for everything to walk over there. Why don't you just finish that?
Under attack.
There we go. Now you're free to kill all these things. Okay, we need... Oh, crud. Oh, crud.
Commander
We
under
need
attack.
overcharge. Let's just run. We're gonna abandon this gantry. We're gonna come in with the assault block. Maybe the mobile shields will be enough to cover it. Let's go in here. Alright, we got a cannon on it, and let's overcharge.
Commander under attack.
Kill it with fire!
You should consider researching the new technology
Yes!
available to you.
Haha! Okay. You are no match for us. The megalith is on the move. Gonna keep all those mobile shields with us and mow this freaking place to the ground. We do not have enough. There we go. Start converting some of these to mass. Boom diddy boom. And all of you go up here because I am rather fearful. Let's go ahead and upgrade. That is the ACU. I should not have done that. Where's lands? We need to upgrade what we can. Not my power. Not my beautiful power. Oh, look. There's an ACU right there. No wonder that failed. Lots of point defense and an ACU. Probably a bad idea to move in on that. Alright. Adapters in the mix. Let's go ahead and grab another increase in damage. And hopefully
Sustaining heavy damage.
we will not lose every bit of our stuff. Yeah, come on. I know damage can be frustrating, but I'm sure you'll survive. Really, really sure. Okay. So we now have 3 megaliths, which I think is more than enough to just go ahead and devour this base. Let's select all 3 of you and go after the ACU, because I don't think there's anything stopping us from killing him. 3 megaliths, weak though they may be, is a whole lot of damage to be had. You are not taking any. Okay, good. They've only got 14,000 health, which is kind of bull in my opinion, but whatever. Gonna move all the shields up here in front. And actually, no, I'm gonna keep him back here so I don't lose them all. And he goes boom in 3. Starting my countdown too early. There is a building in the way. I should have stuck with it. It would have been on time. Alright. The army of megaliths approaches. Oh crap. There's an urchin now on the south side. Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta use your freaking space temple hippie technology and be a pain in the buttocks? That's just not cool. Megalith can handle it though. Megalith can handle it. Move all you up and go ahead and max out our tech tree with what we can. I just realized that I got an upgrade for a unit that I don't even have, which is probably not the brightest thing to do, but it's done now. We'll be able to research everything. It's no biggie. Did I already research movement speed? I did. Okay, good. Come on, come on. Save my megas! Please! I get him. And then rebuild the land factory. And we're going to walk out here with the ACU. And capture all that stuff. Alright, so can we go through the temple the other way? I think we can. Let's bring all our megaliths over here. Let's find out what the capabilities are. Because if I can just go through his space temple backwards, then this is going to be hilarious. I just realized that I am totally stalling on mass. So we're going to convert 18 freaking thousand at a time There we go. No more mass shortage. And that, my friends, is why Cybern is OP. Alright, we're teleporting. Boom, baby! We're in the freaking base! It's glorious! We need to kill all the point defense, because that's terrifying. Alright. All the rest of my megaliths coming in. It's all good, it's all good! Yes! How many of my anti-air survived? Maybe enough. Let's hide behind the megaliths here. We need to send in all the anti-air that we can. Also, probably need to kill that point defense. And all my anti-air is gone. What do you know? The AI is not an idiot. It killed the anti-air first, and then went after the megaliths. Well, I have discovered one very important fact. That is that we can actually go around the back way. Oh, crap. Please build quickly, quickly, please build quickly. Thank you. Very, very much, very much. I'm gonna park all of my shields on top of the anti-air. Kill it! Cannot protect you, I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. Come on now. Alright, we got jump jets. We got direct fire on the engineers. We've got shields on everything that is not already in ownership of a shield. And I have lost one of my anti-air towers. We're going to do that right there. Now I have a whole freaking pile of reclaim that I didn't even ask for. What else have we got in here? We've got the self-destruct. That actually finishes everything. So let's go back over to the ACU. We can grab a health upgrade. We can grab a radar upgrade. And in just a moment, we'll also grab a couple of gun upgrades, which will greatly assist us in what we're doing. Okay, how many megaliths do we have? We have a whopping 4. I'm going to wait till I have 5 again and send all of the anti-air over at once. So that way, hopefully, look, there's another fleet. Another fleet of gunships. I'm sure he probably has that many factories out, and they probably just come out in formation with a move order on my base. That's probably how this AI is programmed. Alright, let's see. Do I really need dynamic power shunt? Yes, I do, because I want the nanobot weapon. Should also build some soul rippers this time around. But as soon as I get done with the ACU tech tree, we'll go down that road. Perhaps you should build another anti-air. Now there are loads of anti-air, which are fully upgraded. The gunship's just falling out of the sky like we're swatting them down like flies. Crash and burn! Okay, all of you are gone. We're in between flights of gunships. Let's go. And we are across. We gotta get the megaliths out in front because there's a buttload of units coming. We gotta be able to mow through all of those before things become a problem. Oh crud. Let's go over here. Let's overcharge. Please get in range and attack. I really don't want to die. Thank you. Here comes another megalith to save me. Haha! Good freaking deal. Alright, so all the tanks are falling. We do have an urchin now in the back. But that shouldn't be too much of a concern. Excuse me. I don't know why my voice is catching so bad. It is really quite bothersome. Assault block is right. That son of a gun is a tank. Oh, and there's another one. Yay! I get to do this all over again. Back up, back up, back up. Alright, everybody go through. Why are you just dawdling about? You need to be doing things. Alright, so that completes that. We're going to go air next. Air is next. Where did that urchin now go? That's not good when you lose track of an urchin now. Just saying. Alright, hopefully I've got enough anti-air in place. Go ahead and start powering through all of these shields and factories and whatnot over here. Good lord, that's a lot of damage. I need you to kill the gunships, please. And thank you. The ranges are super hard to predict. Sometimes you really feel like there should be way more range attached to fill-in-the-blank unit. And sometimes it's just not the case. Alright, we need 4 and 13. Okay, so that's getting torn up. Let's go ahead and transport the next group. Now, this is such a convenient thing. It really is. Can we snipe the commander from the edge? Or are you going to be... you're going to be smart enough to walk back, aren't you? Let's attack you, then you. We got 2 fresh megaliths on the case. I don't know why I even bother building anything else, because the megaliths are like the essential unit, honestly.
You cannot hide. There's no escaping us.
Okay. Move up. Shred the gunships. Please, for the love of all that is holy, protect my freaking megaliths. Alright, we're starting to get hit by point defense, which is more than a little annoying. But I think we've got the ACU now. I think we got it. Alright, back up a little. And he's at 12k. What was... Scramble, 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 scramble. You do funny things, Megalith.
Yes.
There it is. That's going to take out most of his base, too, so... Good dealio. Alright, is there an urchin now in this group? It does not look like there is. We're going to go ahead and send over reinforcements. And where's our tech tree? Do that.
Can be constructed at an experimental air factory.
This will give us air superiority.
There's a lot of minor improvements to the Subcom 2 engine. For instance, like this. You can actually tell where the unbuildable ground is. And if you go down here, where you try to click it on unbuildable ground, it will actually move it slightly to where it can be built. And build it for you. That's like, earlier in this, this right here, it shifted the entire group of P-gens to the north by a couple spaces because I put it in a place where it couldn't actually fit. So, there's a lot of little ease of use additions, and there's a lot of really cool updates to the Subcom 2 engine. Like, if there was a port of FA in the Subcom 2 engine with the same game mechanics and flux economy and all that, it would be the bomb. I mean, you could not get any better than that. But, alas, it is not meant to be. Okay, we have now reached critical mass of anti-air units where nothing can really threaten us anymore. Go ahead and get on over to the other side. We need to get rid of the assault block before anything terrible happens. Back up, please. All of your shields are going down. And the temple is blocking fire, at least a little bit. That's okay, though. Alright, I would like you... I cannot destroy the space temple. Why is that the case? Probably because it is a part of the AI's operating parameters, because it has to send stuff to the space temple. Alright, we're going to send it over there. Doop, 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 doop. Burning those research points. Alright, we got to get some Soul Rippers in the air. Soul Rippers have got to happen. That's no two ways about it. Alright, we're going to build those two, and then we're going to fly across. And then we are going to reclaim all of this mess. Come on, Megaliths. How about... Oh, crap. It's the Waffle of Doom. Run away! Run away! What is your crash damage? I'm kind of scared to find out. Alright, are you actually going to succeed in killing this? Because that's going to be impressive. Yes! The Waffle of Doom has fallen. Kudos to the guy in the comments who suggested that name, by the way. I cannot remember who it was, but that's a great name. Because the Tsar is definitely a donut, but that has so many holes in it, it's got to be something else. Alright, we're going to kind of park over here and just start shredding the base. And wait for our lovely Soul Rippers to arrive on the scene. At which point, we'll wreck everything.
The UEF to stop us when we get hold of Shiva.
Well, you're not going to get a hold of Shiva, my friend. We are going to make sure of that. You are all going to die, and there is nothing you can do to help yourselves. Oh man, I missed the Wii opportunity. That's okay, though. Alright, we're going to queue all the way across with the Soul Rippers. I really, really, really need you to finish. I would love that, in fact. I'm about to just wreck the base with, uh-oh. I've got, let's see. Oh, I've got way enough. Way more than enough. Alright, you three, let's focus on the assault block and then go after the Air Nomo. Because the Air Nomo will probably present a little bit of a problem for the Soul Rippers. Not much of a problem because they're stupidly overpowered, but a little bit of a problem. Oh, screw it. Turn around. Please tell me there's not another Darkanoid. Okay, good. We're gonna march these critters over here. Finish taking out this assault block so that it does not go after our teammates. And that's that. No problemo. Yeah, you're just on patrol, aren't you? That's fine, that's fine. Okie dokie, where's my little Soul Rippers? There they are. We're gonna go put those things in action. You're gonna contribute to the fall of this base, my friends. We're gonna go ahead and hit with that and walk in. 3 Rippers so far. Should be more than enough to finish off what we gotta do. Stupidly overpowered anti-air, 25,000 health as an air unit, and a ridiculous amount of ground DPS. That is what a Soul Ripper is. Oh, that Waffle's not going to last any time at all. Look at that HP fall off of there. Holy hell, that is a lot of damage. Hold fire. I want to kill him. I want to kill him with the Soul Rippers. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Good lord, look at all the mobile missiles. And look how well these guys are doing. The adapter's just knocking them all out of the air. That is fantastic. Alright, anti-air's hitting it hard, but they're hitting the ACU harder. It's done.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The gate is safe for now.
For those of you wondering why I'm streaming off schedule, it's because Belle is out of town. Normally, I would not stream on Monday, but
I have a score to
today's an
settle,
exception.
Gage.
You must stay here with Dominic. I can assure you that I will show him no mercy. As for both of your legal issues, my father has been in contact with the UEF and Illuminate governments.
Ooh, see, that's not so good. I have a family I'd like to see again, sometime this decade.
The UEF is aware that Rogers overstepped his authority, so you're looking at an honorable discharge. Thalia's situation is more...
Oh, well, that's nice.
I've accepted my fate. I just want to see my brother one more time.
Very well, my friends. I wish you continued luck. I'm ready to return to Seraphim 7.
I am quite interested to see what Commander Gage has done with the place.
Operation complete.
All right. We are off to a brave new world. Wow, I took that long to beat it and still got 5 stars. Holy crap. Well, that explains the low combat too, because, yeah. Oh well, anyway, that's the first mission. Let me grab a drink real quick, reset a couple of things. I'll be right back and we'll dive into the next one.